This is the new Aqara FP300, a battery-powered presence sensor that uses millimeter wave radar and dual peer sensors. And today I'll show you not only what it does, but also why the way you pair it completely changes how it works inside Home Assistant. Hey everyone, Alex here from Smart Life. Today we're testing the Aqara FP300, official features, real testing, and how it behaves in Home Assistant, depending on how you connect it. Zigbee, Thread, HomeKit, and Zigbee to MQTT. Let me show you what I discovered. Okay, now let's go to the FP300's official specs. According to Aqara, the FP300 is a presence multi-sensor that combines several technologies in one device. 60 GHz millimeter wave radar for stationary presence, a dual peer sensor for motion detection, ambient light sensor, temperature sensor, humidity sensor, and a coverage up to 6 meters with 120 degrees field of view. It's powered by two CR2450 batteries, and the battery life, Aqara says it's up to 3 years in Zigbee mode and up to 2 years in Thread mode. Connectivity, Zigbee or Thread, it's Matter compatible. What makes this different from a normal motion sensor is the millimeter wave radar. Even if you sit still at your desk, the FP300 still sees you. That means no more lights turning off while you're in the room doing nothing. So if you read a book and you don't move, the light won't turn off. And the built-in light temperature and humidity sensors allow extra automations, not just motion on or off. Let's do the setup. First, the Aqara Home app plus HomeKit integration in Home Assistant. Let's open the Aqara Home app. The FP300 should be there already. Just click on it. From here you have two options, Thread or Zigbee. Let's go for Zigbee this time. Click next and follow the instructions. Just need to follow the steps and wait a little bit. Now I'm going to pair it to my M2 hub. Let's give the FP300 a name, just put a name. Here you can adjust the cards. You can choose whatever cards you want if you're planning to use the Aqara Home app. I'm going to just go quickly through setup because I'm not going to use the Aqara Home. And that's it, your sensor is in the Aqara Home app. Now let's go quickly through the menus to see what options we have. Just click on the three dots on the right hand side. Here is the presence detection options, infrared dual presence, which is recommended, or only millimeter wave sensor on, or only peer sensor on. Moving forward, you have a lot of options here. You can set a delay timer, turn off the light, a lot of things. Let's check if I have an update, but I don't think I do. There's no update, but check it to make sure. And that is basically it. Then we need to move to Home Assistant. In Home Assistant, go to Settings, Devices and Services, find HomeKit integration, reload the integration, and find your sensor. In my case, this is the one. And then here are the entities you can find in Home Assistant. So through HomeKit integration, you get humidity sensor, light sensor, and the light level, occupancy sensor, and temperature sensor. Now let's do the Home Assistant integration, Zigbee to MQTT without the Aqara Hub or app. Do not pair the FP300 directly into Home Assistant before setting it up in the Aqara Home app first. You must choose Zigbee mode during the initial setup. Once this is done, the sensor can be used as a normal Zigbee device in Home Assistant without needing the Aqara Hub or the Aqara app. So to add it to Zigbee to MQTT in Home Assistant, let's go to Settings, Add-ons, Zigbee to MQTT, open the web UI and click Permit Join. Now on the sensor, you have a button there, keep pressing that until the light blinks. That's it. And now automatically it should see it here and start pairing it. Sensor has been paired. Here it is. As you can see, it has a lot more entities than in the HomeKit integration through the Aqara Home app. You have all these things, battery, voltage, presence sensor, peer detection. You can use both millimeter wave or peer. You can adjust the settings from here. You have the AI interface, AI sensitive adaptiveness, absence delay timer, peer detection, illuminescence, humidity, temperature sensor, spatial learning. So you have all these things in the Zigbee to MQTT integration. So this looks very good, and I think this is the best integration to have in Home Assistant. We will do the ZHA to see what we get there, but I think this is the best one in Home Assistant. Now let's integrate it to Home Assistant in ZHA without a Aqara Hub or app. I remove the sensor from MQTT. To pair it to ZHA, go to Settings, Devices and Services, scroll down to Zigbee Home Automation, Add Device, and now press that pairing button again for a few seconds. There it is, it's configuring the device, and that is it. Let's give the sensor a name, and that is it. Let's check the entities. Wow, we have an issue here. As you can see, the presence detection entity is missing in ZHA integration. We only get the temperature, humidity, and illuminescence. I'll try repairing the device and I'll update you if anything changes in the comments below. From the 3 integration options we did in this video, Zigbee to MQTT is clearly the best choice right now. It exposes all the advanced features just like in the Aqara app. With ZHA, important entities are missing, so it's a no-go, and with HomeKit you only get the basics. You can still work with them, but you don't get that extra features like in Zigbee to MQTT. And Thread Matter mode behaves the same as HomeKit, only basic entities are exposed. So for now, Zigbee to MQTT is the winning option for the FP300 in Home Assistant. So, this is my final verdict on the Aqara FP300. What I really like about this sensor is the design. It looks modern, it's compact, and it's very easy to remove when you need to change the batteries. The magnetic mount is a great touch. You can quickly detach it without tools, and it's flexible enough to adjust the angle exactly where you need it. In daily use, automations work perfectly for me. I had no issues with reliability inside Home Assistant. Another feature I really like is the distance adjustment. You're not limited to just fixed ranges like 3 or 4 meters. You can fine-tune when it triggers, for example, at 1 meter, and then ignore movements from between 2 or 3 meters, and then detect again beyond that. This gives you much more better control. And the Zigbee to MQTT integration is excellent. It exposes all the advanced settings directly inside Home Assistant, which makes this sensor much more powerful. What could be better? The 120-degree field of view is a bit narrow, so it works best in smaller rooms. In larger areas, you might need more than one sensor. For ZHA users, the news is not good at the moment. The detection entity is missing, so it doesn't work correctly for presence tracking. And in Thread, Matter or HomeKit, you only get basic features, which limits the potential of the sensor. Let me know in the comments what your experience with the FP300 has been. If the video helped you, please hit the like, subscribe and leave a comment. It really helps the channel. See you in the next one.